Have the Giants been misrepresented? Have they kind of been miscast? Are the Giants cool? I don't know if you think they're cool from wherever anybody sits. I can tell you, if you want to go down to a weekend game, it's cool. It's very, very cool. It is an in thing to do. Any Giants game was decided by more than 2 runs.
More than 2.
More than 2 runs. And how many games was it?
It's been 14 straight.
4.
Unfortunately, they're only 8-6 in those games, but hey, torture is back with a capital T.
Whatever. They've won 5 in a row. What was building toward being an incredibly frustrating homestand ended up being a very, very satisfying one. But I don't say that from the standpoint even of, hey, the Giants won a bunch of games, so now this town's got Giants fever. Because, by the way, I showed up on Friday night. The Giants had only won 2 in a row. That's all. They had won 2 in a row against the Padres. It's not like this is even about that. But it struck me in the face, and this was not the first time
Right in the face?
Right in the face! It's not the first time I've been down there. That's not even what I'm getting at. But to go back-to-back games now that we are, whatever we are, 65, 70 games in to this season at this point, and it's just kind of, I took a step back and went, why does the conversation sound the way it often sounds? And because I don't think it's accurate. Baseball is boring. Nobody likes baseball. The Giants are boring. Get me a player that hits. I don't want to buy a jersey. What is that sound? Because that sound has not permeated Third and King. It has not permeated Momo's or the Ferry or the Garlic Fries or out in center field or the Coke Slide or anything. This place is freaking jammed with people who are into the game and showing themselves as good fans. You know what I mean? Like, not just out there, oh, it's sunny out. Like, no, activated by this game. A loud sound when the walk-offs happen. I don't know, man. It is as healthy as I remember it being when the Giants were doing this every year.
Yeah, and they were doing it before COVID, and then you had the COVID year, and then you had the year after, which was kind of a COVID hangover, and then you got into the year where they won 107, and it was like, okay, Giants, they're good. And it didn't really seem to have that much of an impact, I don't think, in the marketplace or in the attendance. But you and I talked about this in the green room, and the attendance year over the last 3. This year is only a partial year, but they were up 6% last year, and this year they're up 8% off of that. So more people are going, and you're right, more people are engaged, and it's partly because this team is really good, but I do think a lot of it is the front office change and also the fact that you do know who's going to play every day. Yep. So if you have a Jung-Hoo Lee jersey, you can wear it knowing that he's going to play.
Yep.
And Chapman and Adames, they play every day. And Ramos plays every day. So as you start to go around the lineup, and Fitzgerald plays every day, and Bailey plays every day that a catcher can play. So you've got guys that you can actually rely on and believe that are going to be in the lineup.
So have the Giants been misrepresented? Have they kind of been miscast? Are the Giants cool? I don't know if you think they're cool from wherever anybody sits. I can tell you, if you want to go down to a weekend game, it's cool. It's very, very cool. It is an in thing to do. I almost got frustrated. I sat there and I thought to myself, I've already got my what's bugging you.
Whoa.
And then it bugged me even more because my son is graduating 5th grade. So, spoiler alert, I'm not going to be here. I won't even be here to tell you what's bugging me. I might need to wait 2 weeks to tell you what's bugging me. You want to know what was bugging me at the Giants game?
Tell me.
The lines at the bathroom.
There you go.
You need more bathrooms. It didn't matter. Even those of us who were like, no, I'm mature. I can go during an inning. Doesn't matter. The line is down the damn walkway. Men and women. I don't care what gender you are, what inning it is, or who's hitting. The line is wrapped around the stadium to go to the bathroom. This place is jammed.
Yep.
Jammed. I went to see a friend Saturday who was sitting with his son out in the bleachers. And it was very, very, at the bleachers? Anyway, it was very, very difficult. You know where all those signs are sitting? No standing, no standing, no standing. I'm like, well, I got to find a spot to stand to wait for him to come meet me. And it's just boom, boom, boom. You're getting hit in the shoulder. They're hitting their. I mean, it was wall to wall out there at the ball game. I wonder if this sort of factoid makes anybody's eyebrows go up. You and I were looking at it. Do you know that the Giants are drawing fans at a higher rate than Fenway Park?
Yeah.
They are drawing more fans than the Red Sox this year. So, I don't know, man. Like, it was just I don't want to act like here we are 60 some odd games into the year and there's some like eureka moment. We're down there, Chase Center, Oracle Park, Lade. We're down there all of the time. But to take in kind of the full flow of a full weekend series, I was like, oh, this is the cool thing to do again. It's a cool thing to do right now in San Francisco.
Yeah, and summer is here, and eventually the weather will realize that summer is here, and maybe we'll get an actual warm day around the Bay Area. But you look at the attendance, and they are 10th in year-over-year differential per game as far as how much they're up. And attendance is up, as we mentioned, from the year before that. Attendance is up, and the team is playing well. And baseball is no longer a 3-hour yawn fest. If the game is 3-2, you might get 2 hours and 8 minutes. So there's no time to do the wave. There's no time to go to the bathroom, for example. Oh. You got to sit there and watch the game because baseball now, they've kind of figured it out. Like the thing moves, it hums, and a 2.5-hour game is more the outlier than it is the norm now.
Sometimes a little hot, almost a little too hot.
Too hot, yeah.
You know what I mean? I do think that's kind of a interesting sort of a side thought with the way the Giants play. Like, the pitch clock is the pitch clock. I don't know. I've never heard anybody argue with the pitch clock. This has been a wonderful, wonderful invention. It just is. So, great. The pitch clock keeps the game moving. But when you don't hit the ball real well, which is, by the way, not just the Giants. It's a lot of baseball teams, people throwing over 100 miles an hour. When you don't hit the ball real well, there are moments where you're like, yo, we just got here. I got my drink. I got my fries. It's the 5th inning. Crap. It's the 5th inning.
Already, yeah.
Now, luckily, the Giants always go to extra innings. I don't know. I didn't know that rule until this week, but all games go to extra innings. So don't worry. You'll get at least 10. It usually doesn't go 9. But outside of that, there are moments. And actually, Lovely Christie even says to me as we sit down Friday night, first pitch, she looks around and she goes, kind of a shrug shoulder-sized crowd. And
that was 7:15, right?
7:15, right. And it's difficult to maneuver and get around and everything. And I just kind of nodded my head like, okay. And then she went to go maybe get in that restroom line or whatever the hell it was, like 3rd inning. And she came back and I went, hey, look around again. And we look up, left, right, center, upper deck, lower deck, bleachers. I'm like, oh, damn. It's jammed. It is full in here. And it was jacket weather. It was not because it was a perfect night or anything like that. We stayed all the way through the end, walk-off win, extra innings. People are pushing and shoving to get out to the ferry so that thing doesn't leave without you and all that. I mean,
jammed, yeah.
Like people are into it. It's not a lazy summer experience at all.
Get there early because the Giants play the second shortest average game in baseball, 2 hours and 33.
Not surprising.
Only one team plays a faster game.
Ooh.
I'll give you a clue, and I'll see if you can guess it.
Okay.
You want your clue?
Yeah, I want my clue. Only one team plays a faster game than the Giants.
Yes.
All right. Oh, that's too good of a clue.
Thank you.
I mean,
I just wanted to do
I'm like, the Blue Jays? No, the Rangers.
Yes.
The Rangers?
2:32. The Giants and the Royals are both at 2:33. 2 hours and 33. Don't be late, my friends.
Well, the Rangers also, similar to the Giants. Check this out. The Rangers have given up fewer runs than the Giants.
Wow.
And they've scored way fewer runs than the Giants. So that's what we're looking at. You're looking at any team that has a hard time hitting, but boy, can they pitch. And if you have that as a characteristic of your baseball team, yeah, you're going to play some quick baseball games.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
You can be home for dessert It's okay. I mean, maybe that should be their new slogan instead of nobody like us.
Yeah.
Because guess what? People like us again.
I think the slogan should be pee pregame. Pee game.
Pee game. Yeah.
You got to pee before the game. You got to get that out early. That way you can just watch the game.
Right. But if you're doing it right, you're probably going to need to go again. I mean,
only if it's an inebriation sensation.
I did. One of the people that was in my group, one of them is that guy in our group.
Right.
And he doesn't let you not be that guy. So let's just say there were...
he's a drink bully.
There were multiple alcoholic beverages consumed prior to even getting to our seats.
Oh, yeah.
Prior to even getting to our seats.
He's a drink bully. Yeah. That's what we call those people.
I'm going to tell you off the air what he spent on that one trip to the bar.
Okay.
Before we even got to our seats.
It's got to be 3 digits.
Dude.